glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Takes a handoff. It's Martin. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Henry were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. Bigger. Wilson will throw. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Third and 11. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here's a heat. Trying to make something happen. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson to pass. Oh, he makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go right back to him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Floats it out in space. Hits him with a stiff arm. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check-down throw to the running back.
Flips it out to the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's third and goal and third and long. Wilson will throw. Rushes on him. And they got him.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll go to the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back.
And this defense comes up with a big play. And not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown. And this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. In the red area, it's Richard. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Indiana! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. The RPO, it's complete. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Quarterback making checks. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Wilson to pass. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Martin. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. Wilson will throw. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
The Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tries to get it himself. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Timeout signal 4 by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to power it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Might be changing the route. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Fires quickly. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Defense playing a bail technique. Makes the grab on the left. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
On target. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Say it. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Got the back over the middle. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the number 25 team, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Terrapins coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts...
Oh, he's got some space.
Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Looking for room. It's Beebe. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. Wilson to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Corners are going to bail. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, say it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Making side adjustments here. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Tight end now in motion. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They'll go play action with Sayin. Looking left. Good timing on the quick out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, ready. Flag 14, flag. Booster.
Here's Sayin to throw. Finds his man. Could be an alley. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15.
King.
Wilson to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Bender. 674, take off. 6, win.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and give him 16 on the year.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wilson will throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
This defense has them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready, break.
He's looking downfield to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They get to him. It's blocked. A huge special teams play.
And that time there, it looked like the defense just overloaded the left-hand side. And how about the speed getting into the backfield, making that punt block look easy?
The #1 team in the country, and if they're the best team, they'll have to prove it with a late drive on the road. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have it.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Ready. White.
He might want another play. Wilson to pass. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22. Move.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the back. Wilson will throw. It's complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Move.
Running inside. It's Martin. The offense coughs it up. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Run inside. It's Martin. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Back to the ground with the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wilson to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wilson will throw. Going for it all. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.